If I can just start out with Ferdinando, we'll move straight in. If I could welcome to the stage. Thank you.
Thank you, Simon. Well, my name is Ferdinando Napoli. Nice to meet you. I am one of the founder and actual CEO of Edilportale.com. Edilportale.com is a web-based Italian company. And my speech will be about how we exploited our B2B professional database, just to highlight some best practice we could suggest. And first of all, let's see what we do and what kind of professional database we have. We are very well known here in Italy with Edilportale and Archiportale, that, as Simon said, are the a reference point on the web for construction industry and architecture and design industry. But in recent 5 years, we are very well known also all over the world with Archi products and Archi lovers. The first being a resource, a directory of architectural and design products where professionals can select products that they have to use in their projects and get in contact with manufacturers and resellers. And then we have Archi Lovers, that is a sort of professional network. It's a combination of Facebook and LinkedIn to let architects and designers have their own profile, post their project, and tag the products they have used in their projects. What we've got with this community is 42 million professional unique visitors per year on our websites, and 800,000 of them are registered users, and on this database we do mainly our business. What we also owe, and what we are also doing, is business on our social network database. We have more than 1 million followers all over the world, basically on Facebook, Pinterest, and Twitter. Pinterest because architecture has to be communicated by images, so Pinterest is very important for us. Well, we don't strictly owe this database, but we owe the possibility to communicate to this database, and we are doing this kind of exploitation as well. As I said before, we deal with our main database is about people, that means professional. It's more or less 1 million people. But we also relate to our 100,000 products, 10,000 companies, manufacturers of architectural and design products, and 67,000 projects that our professional has published on Archi Lovers mainly. And the way we have exploited these databases are some, I provided a list here, but let's say that 60–70% of our income is on DM, direct email marketing. We send something like 2 million emails per day on 10 profile channels each day. And we also sell advertising on our newsletter. We have 5 brands, so we send 5 weekly newsletters. But we also have exploited our database with e-commerce and e-learning. As we deal with professional e-learning, it's very important to be updated. And also we have tried to exploit our professional database with event organization. It's very easy for us to communicate to our users, and at the same time we have a high-profile brand, and people trust in us. It's very easy and convenient for our business to organize events that are supported by sponsors. And at the same time, we also organize with our users some sort of business matching. We call them archi-dating, that means architect dating, where architects can book online a meeting with our clients, our company. And we also organize design competition that involves our professional database and product popularity competition. But what is getting more and more important, as I was saying before, is that we are succeeding in selling advertising on our posts, because we have 1 million followers on the social networks. We do something like 3 posts per day on each channel, and we are selling some of these posts, because some posts are mainly suggestion of which products, which features architectural products have. So our clients are manufacturers of architectural products, and some of these posts obviously provide with our business. But we also have some good revenues in selling surveys, commercial surveys to our clients on our social network channels. You know that on Facebook it's very easy to organize some surveys. So when we talk about effectiveness when exploiting huge database for B2B, we think that effectiveness is strictly connected to effectiveness of email delivery and interaction. So who does our job as main aims to maximize email delivery, maximize email opening and lecture, and maximizing click-through on email, and obviously lead generation, that is the edge of the iceberg. And at the same time, we need to minimize this spam. That means that user can put us on the spam list, and minimize unsubscription, obviously. The red bold, obviously avoid blacklists, and try to avoid that your mail provider goes on high-rated spam guards. So to get this result, we try to highlight some best practices of what to do things and what to do not. And first of all, it's very important to focus on user subscription. User subscription has to be on a voluntary base and has to be for that scope. We want that there is a high commitment of people registering to our database, to our mailing list. They have to register only if they want to get our them or our newsletter, not for other purpose. It's very important in registration, the user profiling. Each of us has a massive amount of email in our account, so we need to be effective with the email we send. We cannot send too many emails to each of our 1 million professionals, so we need to profile them. We have a very complex algorithm that, apart from asking to the people what is their profession, what they deal with, this algorithm builds a matrix between our users and their subjects, their contacts, their interests, in order to send them the proper content on newsletter in the proper time. And obviously, when you register people, you have to use techniques as COI, the confirmed opt-in system. Other things to do is focusing on user unsubscribing. It has to be very easy for people to unsubscribe. It should be easier for them to unsubscribe rather than put you on the spam and feel as a spammer. And also trying to catch a user profiling when they are unsubscribing, because they are probably unsubscribing because they feel they're receiving too much communication, too much emails. If you tell them that there is a system, they can decrease the frequency of these emails and receive only the contents they can profile. It should be a good aim to keep them in your mailing list. We have seen on our database that there is a 40% turnover of email account in 1 year. So it is very important for you to, if you do this business, to clean constantly your mailing list. Otherwise, your mail server will send to these people, to this account, emails that doesn't work, and the providers will probably feel you as a spammer. And in order to get to this aim, we delete accounts after 3 consecutive failures, and we also have a policy that we monitor our emails, and we delete people after 1 month of inactivity. We prefer not to send them anything more. We also need to do fine-tuning on mail delivery time, and a big mail provider now have very strict policy on email receiving, so we invest very much in trying to comply with these policies. And when a company like us do 70% of revenues on direct email marketing, obviously you have to focus on the object of your the core of your business. And to do a proper direct email marketing assumes that you consider not only the email, but also the landing page, because the landing page is the place, the web page, where people can generate lead that are, for our clients, the most important things apart from visibility. And when you generate lead, you also have to suggest to your client to interact with that lead in the first 48 hours. Let's say how soon it's, the sooner is possible. Because we have run some tests on our clients. We have seen that if you interact with your leads in the first 48 hours, you will get a 50% redemption more than if you interact with them in the second, after 48 hours. And obviously, there are some things that you should not do. Some of these are the opposite of what we have seen that you have to do. So you should avoid to buy other mailing lists and put you in your mailing list, even if it's allowed by law. Avoiding to subscribe people that you've got, your company have got for other scopes, maybe in some convention, in some fairs, and so on. And avoiding not to do email maintenance when delivery fails, and obviously using the right techniques to register emails and to have emails that works. Thank you very much.